Alright, what is up? What is good? We are reading a new chapter of One Piece after the very bizarre, dramatic, spicy conclusion to the last one where Nami was suddenly warped, along with maybe the entire Sunny and Luffy and God knows who else, into a Lego world. A world that seems to be entirely comprised of Lego. Okay, sure. And accordingly... oh, excuse me. This chapter is called Adventure in the Land of Mystery, which typically is used as a chapter title pattern around the start of arcs. There's usually an adventure in the land of blank, which is some sort of apt description of the island. And that's kind of when you know that the arc has kicked off proper. Now, everybody thought we were going to Elbaf, but Oda kind of flipped us the bird with that one and was like, no, it's Legoland. It's the land of mystery. But it seems like we are meant to think that this is a full arc, not just kind of like a strange little aberration that's going to get wrapped up in one chapter. Maybe it'll be a short arc, not to completely delay us and derail us on our way to Elbaf, a very much anticipated and hyped up location for much of the series' long history. So I think it'll be, maybe a matter of 5 or 6 chapters. But who the heck knows? And moreover, what the hell is going on? I would be very shocked if a totally, completely brand new character was introduced and suddenly had this much effect on the storyline this late into the game. So I think this must be the machinations of someone or some force or something that we know about in some capacity. I don't think at the same time that it's going to be like Candy from Dressrosa or what's her face, Miss Golden Week from Baroque Work somehow upped her power and now can create whole toy worlds with her magic paintbrush. I don't think it'll be like that much of a round 2. But I do think it'll be something that we already know about. And also, do you remember at the end of Egghead, they're sailing off. They're talking to Saturn about, hey, can we chase them down to Elbaf? We don't want them to get away. He was like, it's taken care of. I think don't remember exactly what he said, but there's something to the effect of like, look, we got the Mother Flame, we got York, we got Punk Records. They thought they had Punk Records at the time. Or Punk Archives or whatever it's called. So we're good. And don't worry about them. Maybe with the kind of implication of like somebody else is set up to take care of them. So this could be a world government affiliated force. We have no idea what kind of bizarre powers and stuff they have in the bank, capable of doing their dastardly deeds. So I don't know. I think we're just going to plunge in and see what happens, starting off with Yamato's adventures. Yeah, that's right. He was investigating some kidnappings in Kurdi. So now talking to Dogstrom. Right? His name is Dogstorm. I thought his name was Dogstrom. Dogstorm, who's the daimyo of Kurdi. Okay, let's see. All right. What the hell? Okay, so we are in Elbaf. This is Elbaf. Elbaf is made out of Lego? They're in Elbaf? What? We've seen Elbaf before and it wasn't made out of Lego. We saw it during the Big Mom flashback and there was no giant Lego to speak of. Or wait. Oh, okay, so everything... Oh, I get it! Everything when Nami woke up in this Lego place was human-sized. It wasn't giant-sized, it was human-sized. So for giants, this is just toys. And they use these toys to build human-sized areas for their human-sized guests. So what we're seeing here, even though they're all dressed up in Viking clothes, those aren't giants. Those are other human-sized people. Okay. Spreads to Yggdrasil, the world tree, which is from Norse mythology. Our country is finished. Should report it to the sun god. And Nika is also referred to as the sun god. Clear some business footnote. The Stingmores would have fallen from the sky otherwise. Those are bees, just normal human scale bees. And I think this Yggdrasil, this world tree, is maybe just a random tree on Elbaf. and it's just gigantic because everything else is human-sized and the tree is giant-sized. So I think what's going on here is that there is a giant who surreptitiously, against the wills of others, is having this little, like, human role-play adventure where he has built, this is the sun god, has built a town, so it's like a false god, has built a human-sized town and is raising these people. And this will be kind of like, because Elbaf couldn't just be, hey, let's see our friends, let's learn some stuff. Okay, see ya, we're on the road again. There's going to be some sort of conflict, and I expected it would be somebody from the past showing up. But I think this is going to be key to the conflict, that this kid is running weird experiments. It's sort of like, you guys ever watch Solar Opposites? It's a show by Justin Roiland, who turned out to be a creepy sex pervert. And he's one half of the duo that made Rick and Morty, which is a show that I'm pretty meh on. And I actually like Solar Opposites a little more. It's a lot more goofy, and it doesn't take itself seriously at all, which I like. Whereas Rick and Morty, when it starts taking itself seriously, it's like, oh my god, my eyes are rolling down the block. Anyways, in Solar Opposites, there's this whole running plot line that the one kid is sadistically shrinking people and putting them in this big wall, which is like a big terrarium, and he just kind of tosses stuff in there for fun. I think that's what is happening in Elbaf. That's my guess. Okay. From what those in the forest say, that rumbling earlier was the sound of the ear god collapsing. Possibly caused that titanic rabbit to fall. Yeah, I think it's just a random ass. Yeah, so this is Nami. Nami is wreaking havoc and destroying the entire Lego city. Big Stein Castle. Yeah. These horrible giant bees. They're just normal bees. I'm riding on the giant's ship. Someone come and save me. This is why they're all wearing Viking clothes, is that this pervert kid dresses them up. I'll even settle for Usopp. Usopp's voice. Okay, yeah. All the studs on the ground. A gigantic, the hedgehog. Why can't I think of the word hedgehog? Meanwhile, my brain, most of the time, is going like, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Okay. Oh no, it's a giant cat! So these are maybe the gods. The ear god was a big rabbit. Maybe the sun god is a big cat. Got a castle of monsters. Oh, this is so fun. I love that they're just... I think I figured it out as quickly as possible. I'm sure there's some people that figured it out at the end of the last chapter. Kudos to them. I should have applied my mind laser a little further. I was content with thinking, oh, this is just another real wacky Oda thing, but this makes a lot more sense. It's a wacky Oda thing. You know, the traditional, the beginning of the arc is just incomprehensible, but it has to be Elbaf themed somehow. We still have to have the idea of giants. Okay. She blasts Zeus out at the big cat. Or, no, she's blasting the aggressive hedgehog. She falls down. Blasts the cat, too. Figured out so far. I woke up and I was here. We're getting drunk on the giant's ship. Oh, now they think they're hallucinating. Now that would be kind of fun, you know. We get a little too tipsy on absinthe and hallucinate. But no. It's more than that. But I like that they're really trying to set this up as a mystery, you know? It's not, because not every kid is as smart as your One Piece scholar Kitsuta over here. Not every kid is going to figure this one out. Hallucinations can't hurt me. Oh, this is great. This is some nice goofy comedy, too, after a pretty stressful and dramatic arc. And I like this, too, because if this is kind of the central conflict of Elbaf, rescuing some of their crew from a kid's play set where he's messing with them, that's the kind of nice low stake break that we need. And then we can just kind of focus on the really fun aspects of Elbaf, seeing giants, seeing all their big stuff. Focus on, the catharsis of reuniting Robin with Saul. Focus on the lore exposition of finally getting our hands on O'Hara's research. It doesn't need to be another big world-shaking event where a Buster Call gets activated and 20 admirals show up and blah, blah, blah. It's time for some fun. Oh, I love this panel. It's so great. There's so much joy in this. Ooh, this must be the Sun King. Oh, yeah. Sanji here as well. The big three. Coming through, messing up the giant lion. Easy as pie. I like that he was smoking a cigarette. Wasn't he? Yeah. I think they... Oh, that's maybe a tooth going flying. I don't know. So they mess up this lion, and then it shrinks down to a cat, which is a little confusing. Turned into a cat. Ah, so they were the one that took out the ear god. Other huge creatures around too. Tastes good. It's worth the trouble to whoop them. This is so fun. It's like they're really playing. They've really embraced, even though they have no clue that that's what this is. They're treating it like a game. And it is, more than anything, a game. Okay, shorter chapter. I think this is such a fantastic premise. They're in a toy castle built by maybe just some giant teenager that wants to mess around. I love the aesthetics of this Legoland. I love the giant animals. I don't understand why the lion turned into a cat. Is it perhaps a cat with a lion devil fruit? Something like that this kid fed the lion, or fed the cat to become the lion sun god or whatever. But this is fun. This is just some good, clean fun. Alright. Yeah, so I've already explained what I think is going on. I'm going to be really surprised if I'm wrong. I think this one is kind of a slam dunk. But yeah, we are here on Elbaf. This is actually the start of the Elbaf arc, if I'm correct. So, welcome to Elbaf. Let's enjoy it. It's been a long time coming, baby. A long, long, long time coming. Okay, bye-bye for now.